What's going on, everyone? Is your pal Nate here yet again? You thought I was done after that last stream, but alas, I was not. I shall continue. I will prevail. No one will stop me. Mwah ha 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 ha. No, but seriously, real talk. I'm here yet again. Hello, friends. Uh, 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 I don't know. Today is going to be a much less interesting stream than yesterday's. I will be researching stuff because, being a software engineer isn't all talking to other software engineers and doing neat stuff. Sometimes it's boring stuff. And today will be one of those boring days. So, hold on a second. My screen share isn't working. Oh no, yet again, I'm here trying to figure out what's wrong with this. Properties on my display capture. Change this to a window capture. Turn this back into a display capture. There we are. Now it's working. Anyway, today I will be looking into a couple of things that need to happen for PapeChanger. Let's see. CD, source, github.com, npmail, PapeChanger. So we have the hack close square brace branch. And this is a bunch of nonsense that actually doesn't matter. Git, why not just git add all of it? Git commit -m idk, what's going on? Git push origin, heck, whatever. I don't know, this is a bunch of nonsense going on here. But it doesn't matter. I think I'm going to redo large portions of PapeChanger to solve very small problems. Oh, and it's mad at me because there's some nonsense going on. Whatever. So we'll get back to master git restore dot git pull git restore dot check git status rm apple wrapper / pape changer / derive data -r. Can't just tack on a -r at the end. That's always annoying. -r. Yes. 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 Delete it. What? Oh, come on. Sudo rm -rf apple wrapper / pape changer / derive data. Love to see it. All right. So one of the things people have wanted for a while is animated backgrounds. I've seen people shove random things into backgrounds on all the random operating systems, but I want to know precisely how to do it. So we'll just open up a file. We'll call it notes.txt animated backgrounds, and then we'll say Windows, we'll say Mac OS, and then we'll say Linux / X11, then we'll say Linux / WL roots, Linux / GNOME, and Linux / KDE. So these are the places we have to look to see what we can do. So the first thing is going to be animated wallpaper windows. So you see commercial products out here like Wallpaper Engine, which clearly does that, which is kind of neat. may have to look into how that works. I mean, Wallpaper Engine seems to be pretty in-depth. And of course, they charge $3.99 and they have, what, a zillion downloads? Yeah, 715,000 reviews. Though I'm not trying to take on all of Wallpaper Engine, but, you know, why are hentai and anime most popular wallpapers? What's wrong with us? That's funny. So let's see what else is out here. This is more Wallpaper Engine stuff. Yeah, I'm curious how that all works. Oh, this is interesting. It works with the RGB stuff. Clearly, Wallpaper Engine's no slouch. Except for the fact that they seem to not be doing it on Mac OS and Linux. So here we are. Someone who does it with free and open source software. Animated desktop wallpapers. Bring your desktop to life. Now this is more like it. Videos, web pages, applications, and screensavers. So this is what I'm interested in. So this is going to be something interesting. So let's just for now, we'll just put this here, see what that's about. These guys look like this looks like a pretty legit repository. 13.9 thousand stars, 162 watching, 1,000 forks. What is the license here? So I don't want to look too deeply at it. Oh, it's GPL. So commercial use, modification, distribution, patent use, and private use. No liability or warranty. Okay, so GPL software, this is good. I have no problem releasing my stuff under GPL or something compatible with it. So I can incorporate a lot of this into my my program. So I'm curious what it does to set it. What's going on, TV Josh? Dude, you're here. Yeah, indeed I am. Every Tuesday through Friday from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Though usually I quit out before 10 p.m., but you know, whatever. So this is all C#, which is perfectly acceptable. So let's see. Core, factories, helpers, properties, RPC, resources, services, themes, view models, views. What actually sets the wallpaper? I wonder what a .csproj does. Oh, this is interesting. This is resources. So this is probably for Microsoft.NET SDK Windows Desktop. I wonder what that is. Let's see. What was this called? Windows Desktop SDK. Windows Desktop SDK .NET. Okay. Well, do they have? Here we go. .NET/Windows Desktop. So I'm curious what this is good for. Not a lot of documentation here on what it actually is, just how to use it. But let's see what else is around here. Any other interesting things? RPC, Command Servicer, Display Manager. This could be something interesting. display manager. So you call it like get screens, figure out all that stuff. Display manager dot display monitors. What is display manager? That's read only ID display manager. Display manager. So that's going to be inside of namespace or something. Let's get virtual screen bounds. Subscribe. What is PapeChanger? TV Josh, you don't know what PapeChanger is? It is my wallpaper changer app. It changes wallpapers on your desktop by running it, and it's super nice. It's meant for managing a whole bunch of different wallpapers. If you have 10 directories and they each contain 1,000 wallpapers, you're not going to go through and click a bunch of times to switch between which set of wallpapers you're using. You want to run something like PapeChanger, and it'll change your wallpaper. And if you want to change which directory, you can run PapeChanger CD, and then you can select a different thing. Cool, like that folder Mac OS will use. Yeah, it's just meant to be a much quicker way of doing it. For a while I had key binding set up on Mac OS, but that broke, and in trying to fix it, I went down a whole rabbit hole, and I think I have to redo like a good portion of the program to get that working the way I want it to, because I need automated builds on GitHub pushes. But yeah, like what folder macOS will use. Yeah, it's a little bit more hands-on than that. It contains its own it contains its own state and sets the wallpaper. So what a lot of these wallpaper managers don't do is they don't work on cross-platform. So I wrote it to work on Windows, Mac, Linux, whatever. And basically all it is a CLI tool that you run, and then I distribute it as with a small Apple wrapper that is a SwiftUI app that runs the CLI tool. So then the beauty of it is, since Go is cross-platform, all you have to do is define the specific method for changing the wallpaper on each platform. Like the Windows one, I have to call into the user32 DLL. For Linux, there's a bunch of them where you have to figure out which desktop environment they're running, and then you have to set up an object for that desktop environment and then run that object's function to do it. So I have inside of here, I have the, here's how you do it in i3, which this is actually not correct. Sway. This one is correct. What I want to do is make it so that it's standalone and you install it on your computer and it just works. I don't want to have any dependencies outside of just the standard dependencies to build something on that platform, which means that for something like i3, where it says FEH --bgfill s, whatever, I don't want to have to shell out and just assume that the user has FEH installed on their machine. What I'd like to do is have all the logic in there for figuring out the size of the window, drawing the window, setting it to be the root window, and then going from there and closing out whatever the original root window is. But in addition to that, everyone's been asking me for animated wallpapers, so I figure I'll kill two birds with one stone. And right now I'm just doing some research trying to figure out what it takes to set an animated wallpaper on each of the different platforms, and then look at the libraries available for it, the code that's available for it, and kind of figure that stuff out. So this isn't going to be the most interesting possible stream. It's mostly research, but I try to stream what goes into making software, and researching things and looking into how to do things is a big part of it. see, Windows Presentation Foundation, .NET, multi-platform app UI documentation. Huh. .NET API reference. Let's see, desktop computer, solid brush, logical desktop. Well, that's not very helpful. Wallpaper. See if that's in there. Nope. So I'm looking through this. There's this program out here called Lively. That's written in C# that seems to do what I'm looking for. It has animated wallpapers. And it's GPL, which means I can freely look at the code and deal with it and modify it and whatever. So I'm trying to figure out how this works and see what I can do to move this stuff over to either Go or rewrite the whole thing in Rust or something along those lines. And I just remembered I need to turn on some, what's it called? Some background music, because this is, of course, going to be a very dry and boring stream. So let's get some lo-fi music in here. There we go. That should be a little less painful to listen to than nothing. And of course my audio capture isn't working, so you can't hear that. Great. Love to see it. That was fun. It killed my stream. Trying to edit the properties on my OBS just straight up killed the stream. But luckily, I was able to restart it. Let's see if it thinks I did a second stream or not. And it did. It did think I did a second stream. Love to see it. Anyway. I should be back by now. OBS just crashed on me. Not sure what that was about. I just asked it politely to reset my desktop audio capture, and it fucking died. Let's see if this about has anything. No, this is just that. Okay. Oh, it's interesting. They have it on the Microsoft Store. Let's see. Building instructions, localization, web player. Oh, they have a lot of stuff in here. This is quite interesting. This is all interesting stuff. So let's get back into the code and see if we can find where it is actually going ahead and setting the wallpaper. So I'd like to see how they do that here, and then see if there's Rust or Go bindings to the same APIs, and then, you know, go from there, figure out what the deal is. Also, I'm curious how they do their installer. Script.iss. Let's see what this is about. Jordan Russell Software. Free installer for Windows programs made by Jordan Russell. Interesting. Well, I'm less interested in that now. This looks like a lot of work. I'm excited, I look forward to it. So let's go back into Lively, Command line common factory services. Let's see what's going on here. Application rules, wallpaper library factory. Okay, so this is all just some nonsense, some Java style stuff. UI win UI, this could be something. Web player models ML. Watchdog. I wonder what this is about. With external application type wallpapers in the event, lively main PGM is killed by task manager / other programs. Huh. gRPC client. Man, I wonder what they're doing there. I wonder how far back their history goes. 'Cause I'm gonna guess this project, when it started, was doing not as much. So I'd like to see screensaver fixed with display scaling. This will probably be where it happened. Screensaver service.cs. If I can view file, and then switch this over to the main branch. So this should be it. A bunch of system stuff, link, core, common helpers, whatever. Lively core display. So I'll have to look into what that is. Wonder if that GitHub can help with that. Nope. So we have the screensaver service. Idle wait time. Oh, this is screensaver. This isn't anything else. Start idle timer, stop idle timer, display manager, show screensavers. I wonder if there's a C# LSP, OmniSharp. Maybe this would make it a little easier to navigate through. Git clone. We'll do gh repo clone rockstanister/lively. Do isystray.cs. Let's see what that's about. We'll do an LSP install, and then we have OmniSharp C#_ls and typos ls. Let's just Google search best LSP neovim C# Sharp. Let's see what everyone has to say. This is all boring. OmniSharp. C# LS versus OmniSharp. Let's try C# LS since it's the first one on the list. .NET failed with Xcode. Let's see. Install .NET Mac OS. Is there? Can I just sudo? Not Pacman. What is it? Not even sudo. I want brew install .NET. Will this work? All right. So we'll see if installing .NET via this thing works. Where are you going? The .NET thing works. Let's throw this thing back open. LSP install C# LS. There we go. Let's update these old ones as well. Don't know why I have Julia or Perl installed, but whatever. All right. Let's see what we got. Client quit. Client 1 quit with exit code 131 and signal 0. LSP info. Let's see. Yeah, it did not like it. LSP log. So why is it mad? Must install .NET to run this application. Beautiful. I wonder if it's just that. Oh, shoot. I wonder if I just restart my terminal, if it'll work. What was this thing called? This was Rox Danister. All right, didn't like that. Must install .NET to run this application. You should really install Zoxide, massive time server. What's Zoxide gonna do for me? I don't care. What time is Zoxide gonna save? Remembers directories you use most frequently so you can jump to them and just, I don't care. I'm not gonna do that. So yeah, it's mad at me for not having .NET installed, but I have .NET installed. .NET right there. Huh. Mac OS C# LS. the .NET SDK installed? Maybe that's what the problem is. I guess I'll just install it here. So I'll do brew remove .NET. Is it remove? Is it brew delete? There we go. And we'll just download it here from Microsoft. .NET. Where's my download button? Is this, there we go. Is it gonna download it? Okay. Mac OS, ARM64. Open this when it closes. All right, install. Have my password. There we go. So we have that. Move that to trash. Let's open a new terminal. .NET still runs. CD all there. VI edit that. Loading. So this is much better. We're getting there. So if I do like a go-to definition on something, will it work? It will. Look at that. Unnecessary using directive. The type or namespace system cannot be found. Are you missing? Are you using a directory or an assembly reference? Okay. Now if I go to GD again, go to definition, go to reference, no reference is found. Okay, so now this is working, which is good. So then I probably just need to try to build this, but that's not going to work on this machine. I guess I probably need a Windows machine to get too deep into it, but I just want to dig through the code right now. Wait, what WTF should I walk into? Nate using C#. I'm doing researching on how to change desktop, or how to use. I'm researching how to get animated desktops into my PapeChanger application. So that is going to require some C# if I want to do it on Windows. I'm just trying to figure out what specifically people are using. So I found this repository, not the repository, this repository, where someone does it, and I'm trying to see if stuff works. There we go. Display manager. See what some of these are. Multiple display monitors functions. Okay, so this gets information about monitors. So that's fun. See what this one's about. All right, that one doesn't exist. Love to see it. Oh, shit. All right. WPF screen helper. Porting of Windows Form screen helper for Windows Presentation Foundation. It avoids dependencies on Windows Form libraries when redeveloping in WPF. So I guess this is how to get you the monitor information, figure out what's going on in the displays, get display monitor from HWND, flush display monitors list, get display monitor, create display monitor, update display monitor. Get remote adds stolen code. Get pull stolen code main. What the hell is it you talking about? This doesn't. Your link doesn't go anywhere. What are you on about? I don't know what that is, Nedarin. You seem to be being silly. It's not a real link, it's a joke. Oh. Thank you. Let's see, get display devices. Virtual screen bounds, working area. I think I was already in here. It's iDisplay Manager. Okay, so this is just an interface. Understandable. Let's see what else is in here. Wallpapers. Picture win API.cs. There we go. So this private read-only list, wallpapers to restore, whatever. Wallpapers to restore, monitor device path at, wallpapers to restore, desktop scaler, cool, scaler, switch, wallpaper scaler, none, fill, uniform, auto, okay. PapeChanger is a wallpaper changing program. Indeed it is. So it's a cross-platform application for changing your wallpaper. You can run it and it'll change your wallpaper. And then you can run it with a different argument to change which set of wallpapers it's using. It's kind of a wallpaper management tool. The idea is that eventually, once I have it fully working on all systems, if you have a Windows computer, a Mac, or a Linux machine, if you really are into having your wallpaper be as aesthetic and nice as possible, you can change them very easily using a keyboard combination. There's a bunch of programs that do the same thing, but the vast majority of them are only on one system or require you to have other things installed. So I'm working towards removing any external dependencies. So all you need is the binary or the binary plus a system-specific wrapper around the binary to get more desktop integration. And the demonstration I just did works exactly the same on Mac OS as it does on a bunch of Linux systems as it does on Windows. It already works cross-platform. It just on a bunch of Linux systems, it has dependencies on other programs, and on Mac OS, I mean, it works fine, but and then on Windows it works fine. But I'm trying to write wrappers around them to around the command line application to make it a better user experience, something that feels a little bit more native. I don't believe in just shitting out command line applications and declaring that my program is done, because that's still super inaccessible to the vast majority of people. Application current dispatcher begin invoke new start thread async delegate try window equals new blank window start application sys mode window style show activated false. Okay. EXT programs. I'm trying to figure out what makes this kind of system tick, how this works. this is fun. Yep. Hopefully nothing salacious on my screen. Just want to check to see if anyone will say anything in Discord for half a second. And no one. Fantastic. And of course, due to the little snafu with OBS, it has me streaming twice. 2 notifications went out to my viewers. I don't particularly care for. What's going on? Bounce back. How you doing? Don't suppose you saw my stream yesterday. I interviewed Nathan from Zed, the editor people, editor guy. It's quite interesting. Let's see. Actually, I wonder if Zed would work for looking at this code base. Femboy VS Code. It's not Femboy VS Code. Yeah, anyway, I'll just look at this in full screen. I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, we can go look at the developer who's running it. View your channel, live.
Was like,
this guy is in no way a femboy. This is just a regular dude.
For some
and
crazy
he wrote
data
it. Therefore, Zed is not Femboy VS Code. Nice try. Bounce back, you're being very silly right now. Well, but it is made in Rust. Yeah. A couple people just came in here. Today I'm researching, trying to figure out how to do wallpapers in different ways on different systems. So right now I'm digging through this C# code base. I will continue digging through other code bases. So I can't tell you it's going to be super interesting, but you can make it interesting if you hop in the chat and talk some mad shit. Bounce back, it is okay. You're allowed to be silly. But that particular silliness didn't strike me, you know? Maybe try again. Try again with some better silliness, you know? Let's just search for live wallpaper and see what we get. There's a wallpaper engine KDE plugin. Video wallpaper for Linux. Multi-platform parallax wallpaper engine. This guy might, maybe this guy's got too much going on. Multi-platform. I'd like to know what platforms it works on. Or is it actually multi-platform? I mean, installation. Okay, so it's not that multi-platform. Oh, and it requires X Wayland. It needs STL2. You see, this is where I'm getting at. Like, you got to have all this stuff installed. Nothing sets the wallpapers natively. I think this one probably just does it, uses the Xorg stuff to draw the root window. Let's see what we're looking at. It's written in C. I don't know if that's a benefit or not. This seems to do a lot of the same stuff I do in mine. Let's see, WLP main.h. Let's see what that wallpaper info looks like. Main.c. What is SDL? Simple direct media layer. Oh, fun. Neat. Interesting. So it uses SDL to create a texture, I guess, for the monitor. Net monitors. Main. Starts with lazy app config, initializes SDL, initializes the window, initializes the monitor. And it calls run wallpaper loop, which is defined here, but also is implemented somewhere. Renderer.c. Let's see how this one works. That's not what I want. I want renderer.c. So I get ticks. I see, it makes sense. So you have SDL drawing the window, and then since this is it's a parallax thing, so it has to constantly render it. So it looks for the, okay, this makes sense. Bunch of nonsense going on here. That's kind of interesting. Not supremely helpful for me, but whatever. Let's go back to main.c and see. What was this other one? Init monitors. This is the one that matters. Scan wallpapers, wallpaper scan. And then for I equals 0, I is less than app dot monitors count, I plus plus. So it copies the info into, it'll do mems copy into that. Huh. Monitor info. It calls knit wallpaper. Let's see it. Because I have no idea how that works. Let's look through this line by line. So not load wallpaper config, whatever else. Wallpaper, pointer to wallpaper is equal to the dereference of M, which is what exactly? Monitor. Monitor's wallpaper. It says initializing wallpaper. Counting the layers. I wonder what that's about. Info config layers count. That's what that looks like. So that's just part of the wallpaper config definition. And there's the layer config definition. So let's see what that looks like. Where's the type def for layers config? So if any of you are watching, this is also what real software engineering looks like. It's just digging through random code, seeing what stuff looks like, seeing how it works. A bunch of random crap. Let's see. So I want to know how SDL create texture works. Texture equals SDL to create texture, app renderer, pixel format, texture area, width and height. So then for every layer, SN printf. I don't know what that is. SDL surface SDL load BMP path. LWP log. That's just the logger. Where is it actually setting the wallpaper? I see it's doing all this SDL stuff, but am I missing it? Does it just open up an SDL window and set it as the root window? Is that what it does? I don't. Init window. So if it's Win32, which means we're running on Windows, call SDL. Okay, so this is it. SDL create window. And then otherwise you call it the same thing for Linux, but it's a little differently. So you open up an X display, and then I guess you just close it. That's funny. Okay, so that makes sense. So you open up a root window in X. Yeah, it was root window, display, default screen, display. So default screen, root window. So it is that simple on X11. And then on Windows, create a window, add window, send message timeout, get window, set parent, set window long pointer. Okay, so what we'll do is we will copy a permalink to this, because this tells you how to do it in C, which is probably going to be the easiest language to port to other things. Now it needs either Win32 or the X11 libraries, which I'll see if there's bindings to that in Go. There's probably going to be bindings to that stuff in Rust, so that'll be much easier. But the hell's the program I'm opening? Alacrity. So let's embiggen this. See, source, github.com, npmail, PapeChanger. We'll open up notes.txt. Paste this in here. Now let's see what it takes to set a wallpaper in macOS. And there was a global key bindings library Swift UI that I was using, where the guy who wrote it was actually super helpful for this project, because he used it to. Is it this one? Yeah, this was it. And he used it in one of these that that makes a. Where is it? Share GIF. I swear, one of these apps that this guy made was setting a desktop wallpaper. So he's fallen for the AI meme, it appears. which is fine. But he has fallen for it, I'm not gonna lie. It's got clearly done a bunch of stuff. This is very neat. Oh, here it is. Clash. I'm actually shocked at how much stuff this guy's gotten done. Oh, I want to go with Cinderace. So, good for him. Full source, full-time open source. Swift and JavaScript. Loves code and unicorns. This is great. All these things. Those are fun. Look at this. This guy's like killing it. I might see if he wants to come on the show. He seems interesting. Andre Soros. Look at this. How do I zoom in on this? Open image in new tab. Oh, open image in new tab. Well, this guy's doing numbers. Making no money. Oh, he made 17.5K on data. $17 on one task. 2.6K on Lungo. Recordia. Battery indicator. Blackout. Yeah, this guy's pretty good. Loves making apps. This is good. Good for him. I might reach out to this guy and see if I can get him on the show or something. Because he's doing some interesting stuff. Oh, look at this! I was already following. So I'll have to do that. Anyway, let's. Where are we going? We want to go to Clash and see precisely how he set the wallpaper. Let's check the GitHub. Let's go repositories. 1.1K. Clash. Make any website your Mac desktop wallpaper. So you have a highly dynamic desktop wallpaper. You can display your favorite news site, whatever. So let's see how it works. So, I mean, what it looks like is if you can embed a web engine into your app, what this would allow you to do is pretty easily, you just have to go through for each of the environments and figure out how to set the wallpaper to an instance of that app. And then you can get, using like WebGL, you can get like 3D live wallpapers. Using an image, you can just have the image be your wallpaper. If you're using a video, you can just have the video player do it. Now, the problem with that is it uses a bunch of power because it forces your user to always be running a web browser, and web browsers are the biggest, fattest, most bloated programs in the universe. But it could be an easy way to get like a cross-platform MVP going. So this is Swift UI code. Let's see how this works. App.swift is gonna have your layout, and then set up config, app delegate, and a reopen. I was hoping he would make it real easy on me and just make it so that there was like an app delegate down here that was called Set the Wallpaper. But sadly, it's not that easy. Application should terminate, finish launching, did finish launching, should handle reopen. No, sadly. Website, settings screen, environment, user defaults. So let's look a little bit more. Desktop window can become main, first responder, target display, is interactive. Convenience init display, self.net. Let's see, set frame. Frame without status bar. Screen. So what is that screen? It's just Coca. This is the website screen, which I don't think this is exactly what I want, but we'll see. I was already in here, wasn't I? Yeah. Events, intents, menus, flash entitlements. Curious. Nothing crazy on the entitlements. I don't particularly care for this song. Stop window.swift, events.swift. Maybe one of these events will launch the thing and we'll find where we want to launch it. We'll see. Something. Power source watcher. Acid wake is screen locked. Publisher. Publisher. Deactivate on battery. Reload interval. Internet access policy.json. How? Maybe I'll just install Flash and take a look at it. Seems like fun. App Store. Search. Flash. Get. Install. Add website. https://incomail.com. Add. All right. Oh, this may be the single best application in the world. It allowed me to set my desktop wallpaper to my website. This is beautiful. I mean, look at that. Now this is a wallpaper I can get behind. Look at this. You can like move stuff around. All right, I don't know, for some reason you can't, but whatever. This truly is a work of art. I mean, the guy who made this, Sindre Soros, thank you. How do I give him money? Bitcoin address. I don't know what to do with Bitcoin address. Patreon. Maybe subscribe to his Patreon. How many patrons does he have? 174 members at $139.8 a month. Is this the average? Are people going absolutely crazy? No. He makes a total of $139.8 a month. Join for free. Pfft, easy. Oh, I have to sign in. Well, sorry, Sindre. 4 years on open source full-time, 8 to 12 hours a day. That's crazy. 2 billion downloads a month. Fable relies on 144 of his packages. Webpack relies on 101 of his packages. That's crazy. This guy is like going off. Touch bar simulator. That's funny. Seems useful for developing. I mean, was when they were still putting touch bars on Macs. Less useful now. Oh, this guy's pretty cool. I'll log in later and get that stuff going. All right, I'm gonna stop using that. Oh, that's fun. You make a Bing photo of the day. Oh, that's fun. There, top view, on change, editing view, submit revert add, choose local website. So this is pretty interesting. Excuse me. My apologies. With the mic attached to my shirt, and I just hit it a bunch of times. Sorry, viewers. With the mic attached to my shirt, like sneezing, I can't like get away from it, like I could in the other mic. Let's see. This is all about the forms and everything. Website screen. Where is it actually showing the screen for the thing? Review. Icon view. I feel like I'm like just missing something. It's very simple. Desktop window. Become key accepts first responder. Is this it? Target display. Set frame. Make sure the screen still exists. Guard, let screen equal target display, screen, main else. frame without status bar. Let's get the snapshot restoration in it. I swear I'm just missing something here. All right, I've seen enough. Let's see what else we have. Mac OS wallpaper. Dynamic wallpapers from Mac OS Mojave and newer. This is fun. Oh shoot, well, that's gone. This is for dynamic wallpapers, which is a totally different thing, but you know. Wallpapers is based on solar coordinates JSON file. Oh, interesting. So yeah, it's a big fat. These the macOS dynamic wallpapers are just huge video files, and then they put it on different timestamps based on different things. Which is kind of fun. Not HEIC files, which are just big fat JPEGs, as far as I understand. Yeah, but I guess they're also videos. That's fun. Ooh, wallpaper window. So that's that. Wallpaper Swift, wallpaper processor. wallpaper file URL, image to file, process image. Okay. Save current wallpaper. NS pictures directory file manager. NS search path for directories and domains. This just sets the user default stuff instead of calling into the way I do it. I call into like an Apple script or something. This just sets the user defaults stuff directly, which is interesting. I don't know what any of this is about. Oh, it scares me. Oh, kind of neat. I gotta be honest, I am getting restless standing here reading documentation and reading through code. It's extraordinarily boring and not stimulating at all. So I'm gonna go take a break from this. This is what real programming looks like, by the way, friends. So I'm gonna end the stream a little early today. Thanks everyone for watching. I'll probably try to implement something tomorrow, so it'll probably be more interesting. But for today, thanks for watching. I just did a let's see. I just did a stream yesterday where I was interviewing Nathan from Zed.dev. Super interesting guy. Yeah, he did a great job as a guest on the show. Definitely watch that on my YouTube, youtube.com/npmail. Otherwise, you know, have a nice day. Catch you guys on the flip. See ya.